The daily newspaper reports that ZANU-PF moves to ban 2030 slogans as the party aligns itself with ED's avertments. So this is very, very crazy and very exciting to understand. You know, when you look at what ZANU-PF has done in the past few days, especially following the announcement of Emmerson Mnangagwa on his retirement at the end of this very term. We have seen quite some meetings that were happening in ZANU-PF where we saw the likes of Machacha, who happens to be the ZANU-PF political commissar, still, you know, sloganeering using the 2030 issue, as well as other structures of ZANU-PF, leadership of structures of ZANU-PF, also still coming out to talk about 2030 Mnangagwa Anenga Achipo. So when now the Daily News comes in to say ZANU-PF wants to ban that 2030 slogan, it means that it seems like there is confusion right in the party. How come we still have individuals, especially the political commissar being one who still chants the 2030 slogan, while Mnangagwa himself has said that this is the end of his term, of his presidency after the end of this term? What is really happening on the ground? Why do we have people still shouting the slogan while other people are deciding to go with what Mnangagwa said and start to prepare for what is supposed to be coming? So it still remains very cumbersome what really is happening, but it seems like there are two groups already that are antagonizing on this very issue, where some people look like they want to or they like what Mnangagwa announced, while there is another group of people that are not happy about this idea. That's what seems to be happening on the ground, and it seems the people that are for the 2030 slogan are not really impressed about what Mnangagwa had to say. So they want to like force him to, you know, revert back to the old slogan. But it won't be working, because whatever that has happened, the pressure that Mnangagwa has gone through internationally and also right within ZANU-PF, as well as issues like the citizens planning to revolt against Emmerson Mnangagwa, all such issues, the pressures that have been around Mnangagwa, to the point that he has decided to backtrack on the idea of the 2030. But then the other faction, especially the brigades of the 2030, are not happy with it, because these are guys that know that they don't have the, you know, the salt, the worthiness to be where they are today. They are where they are today because of their proximity to Emmerson Mnangagwa. So in the event that Mnangagwa goes, it becomes a problem for them to survive in the party, because you know, when you have been so aligned to Mnangagwa, you have been doing down other people, speaking against other people, and you know, fighting against other factions, and now you can see that your horse is now about to be dethroned. It becomes a problem, because they know that their survival becomes an issue after the exit of Emmerson Mnangagwa. And I think these are the things that we have always been saying, especially to the young people who are shouting EDP, EDP, and the like. And we've been saying that young people in ZANU-PF must understand the matrix here, because Mnangagwa is never going to be there forever. And even if ZANU-PF, the military, himself, and everyone else may wish to have Mnangagwa on, there is something that will just take Mnangagwa out, and that thing is nature. Mnangagwa obviously is old. Mnangagwa obviously cannot be there for the coming 3, 4, 5 years. We can't be having Mnangagwa in those years because of nature, old age, death, and things like that, and sickness. And people of his age are also very prone to they've you know, quite a lot of other complications that happen with old age. So for them, these young people, to continue standing with Mnangagwa, who happens to be very, you know, compromising in terms of his very existence, it becomes a problem for them later on, because how will they survive in the event that Mnangagwa is out? And having come out so vividly in the eyes of everyone in the party, and they have been even terrorizing other party members and cadres on account of Mnangagwa. It becomes a big challenge for them how they are going to be fending after the end of Mnangagwa's reign. So I think this is what is causing this fight, where others are coming out now saying we want to ban the 2030 slogan, while others are still shouting the 2030 slogan. This is just an indication that there is quite a lot of disturbances that are happening in the ZANU-PF party. It is just an indicator that all is not well right within the Liberation Party. Many factions, many disagreements, many cracks, many squabbles that are happening right from inside. Because after Mnangagwa announced this, we started to see and hear of names that were being thrown around, names like Shava and you know, names like Sekaramai and the like. While of course we have the G40 that still has its own beliefs in people like Kasukwere and things like that. So this is becoming a hot issue and a hot debate right inside ZANU-PF. And of course, we do not forget the issue that we've been reporting to you, that it seems like there is somebody that the military wants to raise up to replace Mnangagwa. And this person is in ZANU-PF, but has not been a very prominent, but is a business person, very influential and rich. And this is the person that they want to propel. So we told you about this in the past shows. But we are going to be watching and making sure that we get more information from our own sources and people that are within the corridors of power to find out exactly what is happening, what is on the ground. So as for the banning of this slogan, I think it is a positive move, especially if Mnangagwa has been sincere about it. There is need for people to begin now to move on, for ZANU-PF people to begin now to be looking around for somebody else, or for other people that could come in and take over from Emmerson Mnangagwa. But of course, we know ZANU-PF has always had squabbles over the issue of succession. ZANU-PF has never had, succession, a smooth succession, transition of power from one individual to the other. It has always been violent. It has always been bloody. It has always been a coup. It has always been, quite shoving and fighting. So maybe it would be the very first time for ZANU-PF to be able to, move from one leader to the other without fights, without bloodshed and things like that. So this is what it is. We want to see how this is going to be unfolding, as they want to silence, still upholding the 2030 mantra. So this is what is happening. So thank you so much, family, for joining me on this show. We are just giving you updates of what is happening around the country. Always remember, subscribe to the channel, like, and also share. Remain blessed.